Is the new Nintendo Switch OLED model worth buying? On July 6th, Nintendo announced the newest entry to the Nintendo Switch series. This model will rock a new 7-inch OLED display with an updated kickstand that receives much needed upgrade, allowing it to adjust at multiple angles. The dock now sports a slight redesign with an Ethernet port, and the upgrade to 64 gigabytes of built-in storage as opposed to the 32 gigabytes is also nice. The new Nintendo Switch model releases October 8th for $350. If my video is not the first video you've stumbled upon, then you know that this new Nintendo Switch is literally the same exact hardware that the old Switch had. It is the same CPU, same RAM, same DisplayPort resolution, same battery life, all of the above, except for the things that I just listed. Now, one of the great things is that Nintendo is not locking games behind this new OLED model, just like they did with the new 3DS when that one released. Back when Nintendo released the new 3DS, they had certain games that were unplayable on the standard 3DS model. With the new Nintendo Switch model, whatever games you have, you'll be able to play on both the old one or the new one. The only time you're gonna have a difficulty gaming is when you're watching me play games on twitch.tv/AnthonyKingsTV. So, the question that's on everybody's mind: is the new Nintendo Switch model worth buying? If you've already read a couple articles, then you know that the common consensus is no, it is not worth buying. But hear me out. If you are in the market for a Nintendo Switch, you do not own one, and you really want to get into having one and being an owner of a Nintendo Switch, my advice is wait until October, because one of two things are going to happen. The old models are going to continue to be $300, and you can buy the new one for $50 more, and you're going to get a better handheld experience with all the same specs as the old one. Or the new model will release, and there will be sales on the older models. Then you can save a few bucks and go for the older models. But if you already own a Nintendo Switch, do not buy it. JK. Buy it if you want, but there's no point. It's the same exact Nintendo Switch. Same specs, same hardware. There's even a good probability that at this point, if you're somebody that plays hardwired, connected to an Ethernet cord on your Nintendo Switch, you already have the necessary attachments to do that, which makes this new dock kind of useless. It saves time, I guess, without having to carry around the Ethernet ports and stuff, or the adapters, but I mean, is it really worth it? Is it worth spending another $350? In my opinion, no, it's not. But ultimately, it is your money. You spend it however you want to spend it. Do whatever makes you happy. I, for one, will most likely not be buying this new Nintendo Switch model, unless Nintendo announces something brand new that they did not announce during the release or the initial trailer announcement of the new OLED Nintendo Switch. But as of right now, I am going to hold for the Nintendo Switch Pro whenever that releases, if at all. I want to know, will you be buying the new Nintendo Switch? And if you are, I want to know why. Are you upgrading? Or is this your first Nintendo Switch and you're just going to go all out for the new OLED model? And if you're not, why? Do you own a Nintendo Switch and you think that it is ridiculous to buy? Or do you just don't care about the Nintendo Switch and then I'm wondering why you're even here watching this video? If you're interested in hearing my thoughts on the Nintendo Switch as a whole, I did make a video on it about 2 years ago, so I do look a little bit different. But if you want to give that video a watch, you can find it down in the description or annotated above, maybe. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Anthony, and I will see you in the next one.